So vegan. Word, sound is power, let me tell you, say a word. Sound is power, let me tell you, say a word. Make a move and don't say a word. Have you heard? Well, listen this word. Sound is power, let me tell you, say a word. Sound and power, let me tell you, say a word. You have the power, now you heard. Make you move and don't say a word. Have you heard?
As well as Ghana Tourism Authority, Beyond Return, and the Bridge Zone for collaborating to have such a wonderful event to bring you Queen Afua to launch and have the book signing of her book, Sacred Woman. This is a really exciting time because most of us are finally awakening to the whole purpose of health and healing our bodies through what we eat. Queen Afua has 5 decades of experience teaching and living the lifestyle of healthy eating, and she's here to share her message today throughout Ghana and all over the world. So I first want to introduce, before we get into our program, Mr. Akwesi Ajuman, who is the CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority. He's also the co-chair of the coordinator of Beyond the Return, and he was also the coordinator of Year of Return.
Just to set the ball rolling, we've had Fear and the Wellness team here in Ghana for the past 4 days, week. It feels like only yesterday. And part of the reasons why they are here is to also rediscover Ghana, rediscover Africa, and see ways that we can collaborate more positively going forward. Over the last few years since the Year of Return, we've seen a steady flow of people coming in, genuinely wanting to partner and collaborate with Ghana. And if what I've seen the past week is anything to go by, I believe this is just the foundation of something great.
Now is honored to be part of this event. That is the launch of the Sacred Woman. This kind of collaboration between the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts and Culture, and also the Ghana Tourism Authority doesn't come often, which shouldn't be the case anyway. We should have been collaborating on a number of things, but it doesn't happen often. So So when we were informed about this particular event, we were so glad to be part of it.
Queen has been my biggest influence. As a 16-year-old girl growing up in Washington, D.C., which was the murder capital at the time, growing up in a food desert, Queen rescued me with her book, Heal Thyself. And she continues to rescue me and many other people with her love, with her generosity, with her selfless service. So I am but a devotee to the mothership.
We wouldn't be able to do this without the bridge zone really being a bridge from us coming as born again Africans, that's what I like to call us, back home into who we are, and all the wonderful people who have really helped to make this possible. From DENTA, from the Ghana Writers Association, Ghana Tourism Authority, give beyond the return of amazing round of applause. It really was. I for the whole team here. Just thank you to everyone. Again, I'm Chief Queen Ainina. I came here in February. This is my 5th time coming to Ghana, and I really am passionate about us, especially as Africans in the diaspora, being able to connect to who we are. Queen Afua's work has spanned generations. I'm very proud to say I'm a 2nd generation sacred woman. My mother was introduced to her work, which helped introduce me to her work. And in my journey, rising from ghetto to goddess, culture is what it's all about. And her book is a manual in culture. And like she said, it is a lifestyle. It is something that is living and breathing. And so we as a people need to know that we've been under 400 years of oppression. We need to invest at least 400 years into our healing and revealing.
I am here because I love you. And that is what actually has sustained me, is my love of my people. And every day, from the time that I was able to overcome my disease, I was on a love journey. And I said, wow, I don't have asthma anymore. I don't have hay fever, I don't have PNS, I don't have eczema, I don't have arthritis from nature. I said, do they all know? And I started to tell everyone. I started to tell everyone that I met, and I just spread the word that we could heal ourselves. Thank you, Lord, so much. We both started the same age, 16. We both woke up. And we both used our spirit to guide us. We had the same story, the same type of story, trauma. And then we wanted to come out of that trauma. We trusted our spirit. You got on that bus, and I went upstate to that retreat, and we took the walk. You picked up my book, Heal Thyself, and I picked up the Gregory's book, Looking with Mother Nature. And then we both started to walk, and we never turned back. And from that time, when you were 16 and I was 16, we did this walk every single day of our lives. We were committed, and that is our commitment to wellness. And we know that we healed ourselves enough that what we do, we can help our people, our community. The journey, it's been 50 years now. I'm more excited about the healing now as I was in the beginning. That is the miracle to me. Are we excited? Thrilled? Can't wait for the next green juice and herb tea, healing bath, meditation and prayer. Sacred Woman. That book took 7 years to write, and I wrote every day those 7 years. And then it was picked up to Random House, and then I began to write more. When it was picked up, it took me 2 years to now redo the book. And with that, I want to give thanks to the book editor, the main one, Cheryl Woodrow. I'm indebted to her for the rest of my life. And to Marie Brown, the book agent. We were put together with even the artist. Thank you, Leroy Campbell, the artist. It's not his work, but he is a great artist. He's in the healing zone together. So this image is us. We relate to it because she is the ultimate medicine woman in us. And so 20 years have gone by, and now it's again another 20 years is the best-sellers list again. That is amazing. These 20 years have been life-changing, life transformation has taken place in my own being. And there is a prayer that unearthed itself, and it's from the very first rulers of the planet, which is the African people. And this prayer, if you can do a call and respond, because this is who we are as women. And if we can take this on and inhale it into our DNA, that we would have enough information through the book, through this affirmation, to heal our husbands, to heal our grandfathers, to heal our children, to heal our elders, and within that, with our whole community. We are the women who lighten the darkness. We have come to lighten the darkness.
We have come to lighten the darkness.
It is lightened. We have overcome the destroyers.
We have overcome the destroyers.
We are there for those who weep,
We are there for those
who hide their faces, who sunk down. They looked upon us then. We are the women. We are the healers. We are the women. We are the healers. We are the women. We are the healers. And then you say, so I'm a healer? Yes. What are my tools? I lay out all the tools. From healing, medicine for healing the womb in nature, to healing the word, to Hootie is here in the spirit of the writer, the scribe. But what you say, you create. So say something great about yourself every day and become the words that you speak. So food is medicine. Using food, a plant-based medicine to heal yourself from high blood pressure or diabetes or stress or whatever the issues may be, to movement as medicine. I've developed a yoga system called Womb Yoga Dan. These are movements that help to strengthen, repair, and knit. I will one day perform it with you, maybe on the days that I'm here, we'll do it together. To our inner child and tapping in as medicine. Our inner baby, the little girl, she's still crying for our love and our attention. She's called in and through us to heal her. That inner teenager that is struggling. And we go on and on from gateway to waking up our intuition as medicine, to beginning able to trust that Most High guidance from within, to move into family as medicine, to forgive your mother, your fathers, forgive your family. They did everything they did to bring you here right now. Forgive them, or your children then will forgive you. And it moves into man and woman as with forgiveness and medicine and harmony and building healthy families. The Most High has given us a way out of this suffering and this pain that we're in. And Ghana, why here? Most High, Most High. I was here 25 years ago, I am here again. Because the Spirit has moved me to be here. The book just came out a week and a half ago. There's no way that I would leave the base to come to another country and the book is just released. You have to stay in one place long enough to get it moving. Yes? And in 1 week the book sold 12,000 copies, I was told yesterday. And it keeps going and they now have to, it just keeps building. But I'm here. And I told my son, he said, "Ma, how could you leave now?" I said, I have to leave now. This is what time it is on the planet. I know it. This is Women's History Month. This is the spring cleaning time. Whatever better time in the universe is to come to Ghana. So then I asked myself as I was traveling, I'm on the plane, I need more clarity. I said, Ghana is the location that everyone will look upon as a place that you will receive massive healing. It is from this place, and I see it because of the welcome. I've never seen a welcome like this in my entire life. And I have been around the world and back again. We all know from the diaspora that God has opened your arms to us from the return. But then you took it to the next level when you say the theme, beyond the return. So that means now we return, but there's something else beyond the return. That means you want to the next level up, leveling all the way up. And I know if I sit on my seat and I thank the Lord because I have confidence in the Most High, that this is the place, then so be it. This is the place in the whole world. And the world is watching. And they're going to watch and witness massive healing. Things are going to happen in wellness here will not happen in the United States. It will not happen in the UK. It will not happen in the Virgin Islands on the level that's going to happen here. There's something that should be a disturbance to me because I would go to this European healing massive center, and many of us go there for healing. We sit there and we pay a lot of money to go to this location. It's an example. And our people are going, and all the people are going from other races. I said, why can't we have our own? Why can't we have our own? And that means taking the traditional healers from this land, merging with the healers from the diaspora, because we all have different levels of healing, medicine, to bring to our people. It's not one healer. It's all of us working together. And I look at art as medicine. I look at educators as medicine for our children. I look at massage therapists and midwives and doulas and herbalists and medical doctors who are conscious of the wellness that if we all, and vegan chefs, that if we all, it's an uprise. Yeah. That's all I can see is there's an uprise of wellness for ourselves and our families. So that is why I have planted my soul here. Queen Esther came here in January. We've been sisters for over 35 years. Consistently, both Garvey Ice raises Garvey Ice, and she's locked in with Queen Amina. Together, they're going to shoulder from the elder to the youth, and they're going to keep and hold the vision. So as I come forward and move back and forth, people say, well, are you moving to Africa? I said, I'm expanding. It's an expansion. Because when I go there to the United States, they'll come here. And then someone will travel. We're world citizens. But this is the hub. This is the foundation. And I know because I was given the opportunity, our delegation was able to come to the President's delegation chamber leadership, give thanks and praise, that I knew there was something massive happening here. Because if you truly want to heal, you have to go to the top, the brain, the head. And then it can come all the way down and spread out amongst the entire land. Yes? And if that's the vision from Sacred Woman, from all the spiritual houses, to Man Heal Thyself, Wellness Warriors, this is the lift up and the moving forward. I wanted to say thank you to everyone to Hoogie Films, thank you for recording and taking the journey. And special thank you to Prince Anthony for really carrying us on your back. You really carried us on your back. You would not let us fall. You was patient with us as we were getting acclimated to the new land. And so we just want to continue to stay in a state of gratitude. For this is just the beginning. We are looking forward to returning in another level. I'm not leaving but the next level because I have to recognize tourism has lifted us up. Yes, Ghana's tourism. And so I look at life as signs and symbols. And I said that they're letting me know that we're to bring those in from around the planet to be here in August. August 13th to August 21st. Now, 13th, that's a very, I am Afua. And my birthday is Friday the 13th, which they sometimes say it's not bad news, but it's good news for me because I was born. You what?
March the 13th.
Wow,
13th is
amazing.
a good number.
It's an excellent thing. And so I'm going to celebrate. And everyone who knows me, they know when my birthday comes, I go disappear. I go in, I work on myself. I don't have no celebration. Because I said, when I celebrate, I will celebrate when I see a massive change on the planet.
Yes.
That is when I can celebrate. Other than that, I'll wait. So I know that that's a declaration that I'm visualizing, and visualize with me 100 of us being here. Because that 100 of us being here, and they go through 9 days of detoxing, herb taking, and nutrients, and vegan, vegetarian foods, and movement, and breath work, and African dance, and meditation, and packing your body with the clay, getting rid of your pain, right? And taking your nutrients, being like 3 times a day, talking in our family, taking your breath of life, sunrise and sunset, and then having some nurses come and check everyone out at the beginning of the 9 days, and at the end, the miracles that are going to take place. People are going to come to heal themselves, so that though their grief, while we go into the dungeons, say never again. While we go to the bath of return and get the purification process from the elders, and then we share together and we cry together that we have finally crocheted, knitted, bonded, healed as one mighty force. This time it will not happen to us again. What brought us to the separation was divide and conquer. That's Willie Lynch to the fullest. Willie Lynch said the dark against the light, the man against the woman, the kinky hair against the straight, the field hand against the house one. All of those are divisions. We cannot afford another division. We cannot divide. We're praising everything. So we cannot say my religion versus your religion, so that we are afraid of each other and we cannot connect. We're at a pandemic that is called the ultimate wake-up call. The fact that we have to cover our faces, the fact that we have to keep 6 steps away from each other, that means that the planet is fully toxic. We were toxic as a planet before the pandemic showed up. It was already in. The pandemic is not outside. The toxicity, which we're calling a pandemic, is inside. The immune system being broken can be repaired through the plants, through the herbs. Your grandmothers knew, they did it. Your grandfathers knew, they connected to the earth. They understood it. We must go back to how it was before. Before we were taught ignorance. This is our time. I want to close out in an affirmation. This affirmation shows up in the book Heal Thyself, the beginning of it, and it shows up in another book I wrote called Planet Heal. And work with me, repeat with me. Call and response. Take a deep breath. And exhale out. Let go of the division, the pain, the suffering. Take another deep breath in, bring in life, vitality, new beginnings, joy, prosperity, healthy relationships. Let go of isfit and confusion. And be centered in this seat. And know today is your day 1, your new beginning. Repeat, the power to heal is within me. And I have the mighty power to heal myself. Take a deep breath in and out. For I am a healer. And I am healing myself. And all my relations. For all my relations are my reflection. Therefore, as I heal myself, I heal all my relations.
I heal all my relations.
Ashe, Amen. This piece is I Cry, a River of Tears That Heal. And it comes out of womb wellness, womb healing, womb transformation. And this is dedicated to helping us overcome the fibroid tumors as women, holistically, the endometriosis, the PMS, the monthly chronic pain, the infertility, the prolapsed uterus, all the womb issues. And see, the thing is, our men are part of that. But when women are suffering, our men will suffer with us. And when women are healed, and they feel loved and nurtured and fortified, then our men will heal. And then when we have babies and we come together with our thoughts and our vision, what comes forth is the greatest and the healthiest and the most vibrant. So I'll just read a little bit of this portion. And I'll just look up, every time I look up, you just say, I cry river of tears that heal.
I cry river of tears that heal.
For crying is good, and tears are holy. Crying creates room for healing to take place. Crying clears our vision so that we can see the inner desires of our heart. Crying releases and unites. Crying flushes out the unnatural and makes space for the mystical. Crying renews and restores and opens us up to all possibilities. Our souls are washed by our tears. Crying humbles us to the ways of the Creator, Creatress. When we cry from our wombs so deep, we honor and baptize her. And our wombs are made whole again through the libation of our tears. For Aunt Ra, whose mother and grandmother, like many women of color in Trinidad, West Indies, went to the hospital for what they were led to believe was a routine surgical appendectomy, only to have their wounds removed instead. Much time passed before they found out they were victims of a stolen womb, a deceitful tragedy performed by physicians they had trusted with their lives. Neither will ever be the same. For the dear young sister who could have been my daughter, she was sexually molested at the age of 7 by her father and her uncle, her father's brother. No one ever seemed to notice what tragedy had befallen this little girl. And in the end, years of pain and grief led her to contract cancer of the womb. She died at age 29 from a broken heart and a broken womb. May her soul rest in peace. For what is known as the female genital mutilation. The Negro slave woman, my great-great-grandmother, who was forced upon her thighs for the entrance, and I'll go on. I cry a river of tears for wombs that carried on after the put-downs and the beatings, the disrespect, the womb muggings, all caused of planetary chaos, reflected in wombs, debilitated womb conditions. I cry for wombs that carried on after the red flood of days and months of bleeding, and the white discharge, and the grip of the contractions. I cry for the merciful release of womb rebirthing themselves. For the women who carried on after the wars, the womb castration, the womb scars of incest, and oozing with pain, shame, and regret. I cry for wombs that carried on after babies were born and after babies died inside of her womb. I cry for wombs that carried on after radiation and laser attacks to eliminate the tumors filled with mucus and waste of anger and vexation of the spirit trapped in the womb, the holiness. And it goes on, and I'm going to go past all of that. I cry with tears that heal with all the women all over the planet Earth. May our collective tears become pure light and transform into wings that fly our souls, like Haru the falcon, through a vision of redemption, to heal and baptize the earth. My Lord, my Creator, Creatress, Moon Oz and Mother Mary, bless all your daughters in the whole world, especially the dark woman of the womb, the eldest mother, Mother Oz. Protect our wombs throughout our life's journey, so that we may age gracefully and beautifully inside our sacred selves. I cry river of tears that heal. Now we can roll out of the river and into the healing mud, as our wombs draw the nourishment from the earth. The sun and get charged. We dance by the river and wash our wombs. Reborn, sacred women, moving into our original divine womb-like state.
I just want to say thank you from all the sisters in Chicago, video and listening sisters in Chicago, the brothers and sisters, frontline groups who are saying big up, saying enough respect. I am a sisters vegan out of Chicago, out of California. I am a 43-year vegan. I own Sisters Vegan and I'm bringing it here to Ghana. That is my son Marcus Garvey, a 25-year vegan from birth. And I want to say to sisters like you put us on the right path from young. I'm a vegan right now since 1977 because of super soul sisters like you. Give thanks.
Repatriation, royal nation. You are the key to your liberation. So put it in your meditation.